Hello, everyone. It's fantastic. It's fantastic to be back here at Inspire, and to me as a platform company, the most important thing we get to do is to come together as an ecosystem with all of our partners and reaffirm our commitment to our customers. We have a ton of exciting things to talk about throughout this keynote and beyond throughout this conference. There's no question we're in the midst of a massive platform shift with the new generation of AI that's going to transform pretty much every sector, every category of computing. Perhaps a good place to start is to sort of ground ourselves in what is that shift? What is the characteristics of the shift that we all, as an ecosystem, need to both understand and deeply innovate on top of? There are two dimensions to it. The first dimension is around the user interface. If you think about the arc of computing, the last 70 plus years has been one constant pursuit to create human-computer interfaces that are more intuitive, that are more natural. Right? Everything that we did, I grew up through the graphical user interface. The mouse and the keyboard were very revolutionary when they came out, changed how we sort of remediated computer-human interaction. Obviously, multi-touch on the phone was another massive shift. But we now have arrived, I would say, at that next logical but big leap, which is natural language. To be able to have natural language as the interface we have with computers is being the pursuit, and we get to exercise that across every application we build, every interface we build. The second piece is around information management, right? The entire history of computing has been about digitizing people, places, things, and making sense of them. That's really essentially what we've done. Information management, as Bill used to always say, is the only category that actually exists, which is you really digitize the world and try to reason and understand the world. In that context, we now have a new superpower. We have a reasoning engine that allows us to start with a draft for any activity we want to complete, any task we want to complete. We have a reasoning engine that gives us predictive capability. We have a reasoning engine that will give us more insights. That's the two shifts. When we talk about AI, you can distill it into a more natural interface using natural language, a reasoning engine that works on top of all your data, giving you more power. Those are the two things that we should keep in mind and ground ourselves. And speaking of that, every category, right? In our parlance, we talk about solution areas. Judson's going to come talk about every room of the house being remodeled by AI. And that's what is going to happen. Whether it's work, whether it's business process and business applications, whether it's security, whether it's software development, both low-code, no-code, and professional development. Every software category, as we know of it, is fundamentally going to be transformed by these two changes in the platform. Now, of course, it's going to create a massive platform opportunity. Now the question is, what happens next? With this AI comes more opportunity. In fact, if you look at the data that's coming out, this is probably going to be the most profound shift as a percentage impact on GDP of technology. Believe me, we've been hard at work over the last multiple years, and for sure, the pace of innovation has picked up in the last 6 months. At the application level, not only do we have what it takes to create the user interface, right? Copilot is even a design pattern. It's not about autopilot, remember. It's about putting humans in the loop and designing it in such a way that the human is always in control with a copilot that's powerful and helping them with every task. So we've really brought everything from user experience design patterns to technology into a first-class construct that then in your hands can be translated into unbelievable innovation everywhere. This particular event, this particular conference, again, we're going to have 40+ announcements, 40+ innovations, and I wanted to highlight 5 of them. The first is I am really thrilled to be announcing Bing Chat Enterprise. Like, this is the feature, this is the product, this is the moment in some sense that every CIO, CISO, business user has been waiting for. Give me ChatGPT that I can use by logging in through AAD with all the enterprise data privacy and security guarantees. And you have it now. With Bing Chat Enterprise, you log into Bing with AAD, and you really have all of the enterprise promises. And in combination, a multimodal chat, work identity, and the Microsoft 365 Copilot is fundamentally going to transform knowledge work as we know of it, and really exciting to see. And now, talking about knowledge work, the next thing that I want to announce is the Microsoft Sales Copilot. This is a super exciting sort of next step in the evolution of the scope of copilots. If you think about it, we've talked about the horizontal knowledge work, we've talked about individuals and individuals collaborating. But now we up-level this to the level of the organization and business processes that really span the organization. And this allows any one of us who is in sales to stay in the flow of our activity with our customers, right? So whether you're responding in email or you are in a Teams meeting, you get to stay in the flow with the customer and ground that activity of customer interaction with CRM data, whether it's from Salesforce or whether it's from Dynamics 365, and to be able to complete your task without having to go out of band to your system of record. That's the dream that we've been waiting for a long, long time. I think every SaaS application category is going to be fundamentally rewired because of this capability. We are very, very excited to both announce and launch the Microsoft Sales Copilot.